High in the mountains of Bolivia, a broken stone site raises one of history's most difficult questions. How did an ancient civilization shape stone with a precision that still feels almost impossible? These ruins do not look like ordinary stones. They look like pieces of something once carefully engineered. The lines are straight, the corners are sharp, and the details seem far ahead of their time. The famous H-shaped blocks are what made Puma Punku a legend among ancient mystery researchers. Puma Punku stands near Lake Titicaca on a high plateau more than 12,000 feet above sea level. This was not an easy place to build. The air was thin, the weather harsh, and the land unforgiving. Yet somehow, enormous blocks were transported, shaped, and placed in one of the world's most difficult environments. Some blocks look as if they were designed to fit together with unusual accuracy and control. When people see these edges up close, they often ask the same question: what tools made this possible? The mystery grows stronger when simple ancient tools are compared with the complexity of the stonework. Some details appear so small and controlled that they have become the center of endless debate. The inner corners and sharp grooves make Puma Punku feel less like ruins and more like a puzzle. Today, the site looks destroyed, but the remaining pieces still suggest a structure of incredible planning. If these fragments were once part of a larger complex, the original structure may have been astonishing. The stones themselves add another layer to the mystery because some were heavy, hard, and difficult to work. Mainstream archaeology suggests patient labor, abrasive materials, skill, and time could explain much of the work. With enough knowledge and effort, ancient builders could achieve results that look impossible to modern eyes. They may have used planning, geometry, teamwork, and repeated techniques passed down through generations. But even with those explanations, Puma Punku refuses to feel ordinary. The scale alone makes the site difficult to understand, even before the precision is considered. Many stones seem designed to connect, lock, or align with other pieces that are now missing. These channels make viewers imagine machines, molds, or techniques that history has not fully explained. But precision does not always require modern machines. It can also come from obsession, patience, and skill. The difference between rough stone and finished stone shows how much work these builders may have invested. Moving the stones may have been just as difficult as carving them. The landscape around Puma Punku connects the site to a much larger Andean world. Puma Punku was part of a culture connected to Tiwanaku, one of the great powers of the ancient Andes. This civilization had architecture, religion, engineering, and influence that shaped the region for centuries. Some researchers believe astronomy, ceremony, and sacred planning may have guided parts of the site. From above, the ruins feel like a blueprint whose full design has been broken by time. Some believe destruction, abandonment, or natural disaster may have left Puma Punku scattered across the ground. Whatever happened, the site we see today is only a shadow of what once stood there. And yet, even broken, the stones still speak through their shape, weight, and precision. This is where the debate begins: human skill or a technology that history forgot. The truth may not be simple, because ancient people were often far more capable than we imagine. But Puma Punku still leaves one question behind: how much ancient knowledge has disappeared forever? To answer that, we must look deeper into the stones, the theories, and the evidence. The deeper we look at Puma Punku, the more the mystery moves from legend into physical stone. These cuts are not just decorative, they suggest planning, measurement, and a level of control that still surprises viewers today. Mainstream explanations point to skill, patience, and simple tools used with extraordinary discipline over long periods of time. Abrasive sand, water, repeated grinding, and careful technique may have created results that seem impossible at first glance. Ancient engineering was not always primitive. Sometimes it was slow, precise, and powered by knowledge we underestimate. But even with that explanation, the H-blocks remain some of the most unusual stones in ancient architecture. Their repeated shapes make people wonder whether they were part of a larger design now lost to time. The sharper the details appear, the easier it becomes to understand why Puma Punku inspires theories of lost technology. Some believe the stones were once part of a system so advanced that only fragments remain today. Modern observers often see the site through the language of engineering, alignment, modules, and precision. But the truth may be hidden beneath centuries of damage, erosion, excavation, and missing pieces. Whatever Puma Punku once was, time has broken the original story into scattered fragments. In its prime, it may have been a sacred complex, a ceremonial center, or a monument to power and belief. The people who built it were not helpless primitives. They were organized, skilled, and deeply connected to their world. Some details may have served spiritual, astronomical, or ceremonial purposes that modern viewers no longer fully understand. The lines in the stone may not be proof of machines, but they are proof of intention. That is what makes Puma Punku so powerful. It stands between known history and unanswered possibility. It does not need fantasy to be impressive. The real human achievement may be mysterious enough. If people moved these stones by hand, then their organization and determination were extraordinary. The size of the blocks reminds us that ancient engineering was often built on patience, labor, and collective effort. Perhaps the missing key is not a machine, but a workshop tradition that disappeared with the civilization itself. Every unfinished mark becomes a clue, showing that the stones were shaped through steps, not magic. Still, the debate continues because Puma Punku gives both sides something to hold on to. One side sees human skill, the other sees knowledge that may have been lost. The safest answer may not be the most exciting, but the mystery is strongest when both sides are examined. Good history does not need to ignore science. It asks better questions because of it. Puma Punku forces us to respect the intelligence of ancient people while admitting how much we still do not know. High above sea level, these stones remain as a challenge to simple explanations. Maybe the real mystery is not whether they had impossible technology. Maybe the mystery is how much ancient knowledge can vanish without leaving written instructions behind. The stones survived, but the voices, methods, and memories of the builders are mostly gone. What we see today may be only the broken outline of something far greater, and that is why Puma Punku still captures the imagination of people around the world. It is not just a ruin, it is a question carved into stone. Human skill, lost technique, forgotten engineering, or something history has not fully recovered. The debate remains open. Now tell us what you believe. Was Puma Punku built by human skill or by knowledge that disappeared from history? Comment your theory below, like this video, subscribe, and stay with History Unfolded for the next ancient mystery. But Puma Punku is not powerful because it gives us an easy answer. It is powerful because every answer leads to another question. If the builders used simple tools, then their patience was extraordinary. They understood stone, pressure, measurement, and repetition in ways that modern people often underestimate. What looks impossible today may have been possible through time, discipline, and knowledge passed down through generations. But if some techniques were lost, then Puma Punku becomes even more mysterious. It reminds us that history is not a perfect record. Civilizations rise, create, build, and disappear. Their tools may vanish, their methods may be forgotten, their knowledge may survive only in the stones they left behind. That may be the real lesson of Puma Punku. The site does not need to prove impossible machines or strange theories to be one of the greatest ancient mysteries on Earth. The stonework alone is enough to challenge the way we think about the past. These blocks force us to slow down and look carefully. Every groove, every corner, every strange shape asks us to respect the intelligence of ancient builders. They were not simple people living in a simple world. They were observers, planners, engineers, and believers. Maybe Puma Punku was a sacred place. Maybe it was part of a larger ceremonial complex. Maybe it was an unfinished dream, broken by time, disaster, or abandonment before its full purpose could survive. Whatever the truth is, one thing remains clear. Puma Punku still stands as a mystery carved into stone. It sits high in the Andes, broken but not silent. It shows us that the ancient world was capable of more than we sometimes imagine, and it reminds us that some parts of history may never return in full. So what do you believe? Was Puma Punku built by human skill, patience, and forgotten craftsmanship? Or was it shaped by a lost technique that history has not fully recovered? Comment your theory below. If you believe it was human skill, write human skill. If you believe something was lost, write lost technology. Like this video, subscribe, and stay with History Unfolded for the next ancient mystery. Because in the end, Puma Punku is not only about stone. It is about the limits of what we think ancient people could do. Maybe the builders used patience, knowledge, and human skill far beyond what we imagine. Maybe some techniques were lost forever, leaving only these silent blocks behind. But one thing is certain, Puma Punku still refuses to give a simple answer, and that is why this ancient site continues to challenge history. So, look closely at the stones and decide for yourself, human skill or lost technology? Comment your theory below, like this video, subscribe, and stay with History Unfolded for the next ancient mystery.